Right, here we go, guys and girls, back with the next Barcelona episode. This is episode 6. Starting off with a little bit of gameplay. This is actually the Spanish Cup final. So I thought you can see how this tactic works. I really do like this tactic. I think it's probably close, if not my best tactic in this year's game. Especially best 4-3-3 tactic. Works really well. You'll see for how well we did in the league, the competitions. You'll see how well people played. So, yeah, definitely give this tactic a go. And if you're enjoying the content, please remember to like and subscribe. And also check out my Patreon page if you want a link to the tactic or anything else. You can kind of request it. I'm sure I'll be happy to put on there like the save game file and stuff like that, whatever you guys need. Darvic trying to get in down the right. Gavi takes over to Wadrogo. Good goal. Little insight into who's signed. Obviously, Wadrogo came in this summer and we went and signed a young Argentinian, I think from River Plate, called Mastantuone. I think that's how you pronounce it. Really good player. Actually, I'm a Man United fan, so I think he's only 16 in real life at the moment, but I'm Man United, I'd maybe have a go and invest in him. I think he could be a very good player from what I hear. Diamonde and Gavi. Round his defender. Wadrogo spins. Beautiful goal. 2-0. What a signing. Brought him in for 45 million, so it's not a bad price. The Argentinian lad only came in for 15 million. He's a wonder kid now, so I think that's a bargain. They were the only two we brought in, to be fair. Obviously, we're trying to balance the books. That's the aim of this kind of save. Which, with the balance we've got, we do have like a net zero debt now. But there's still, I think, around 160, 170 million outstanding debt. So I want to get that to zero before we kind of claim that we've achieved what we set out to do and obviously still win things, which, as you can see from here, we're winning 2-0 in the Spanish Cup final. Bilbao on the attack. Our keeper Tenas does really well. Barcelona youth player we brought back to the club. There you go, 2-0 in the Spanish Cup final against Bilbao. There's the 4-3-3 tactic. Wadrogo getting 2 goals, both set up by Gavi. The Argentinian lads starting on the left wing as well. We had 15 shots, 7 on target with a 1.4 XG. They had 5 shots, 3 on target, 0.65 XG. So I think we deserve to win. We were the better team. And as you can see with all the greens, we played really well this season. We had a 7-1 there against Bilbao in the league. 6-0 against Viga. There's that 2-0 Spanish Cup final win. We had a 4-0 against Valladolid. We ended the season with a 1-0 against Real Madrid. Lamine Yamal getting the winner there. Brilliant stuff. As you can see from the finances, projections looking decent. Not too bad. We've got 454 million balance. Lots of wage budget, 1.3 million, I think. As I said, no net debt, but 164 million remaining debt. We want to get that down to zero. It will get paid off by 31, but kind of wondering if they'll pay it off this summer with having so much money in the bank. I'm not sure though, we'll see. In competitions, we did okay. Lost Spanish Super Cup, I think, to Real Madrid. Won the Spanish Cup, which you just seen. Knocked out in the quarterfinal Champions League by Porto. But we won the league. We dominated the league. I know it's only by 3 points, but we were playing way better football. 76 goal difference, Lamine Yamal with 22 goals. Cunha did well. I was actually looking at him. He was going on a free, I think. But I decided against it, so that might have been a mistake. There's our young Argentinian lad with 20 assists in the league. He looks fantastic. 15 million this guy cost. Darvic with a 7.36 average rating. You got 7 man of the matches, and Tenas got 23 clean sheets. He's fantastic. Diogo Costa, I probably could have got him as well, but he's probably a better keeper. But I like the thought of bringing Tenas back to Barcelona, where he was a youth player. Thought it fit quite well with this save. As you can see, we played really well. 94 goals we scored, only conceded 22. So that gives you a little insight into how well balanced this tactic is. You know, you're going to score a lot of goals and not concede too many. Honestly, give this tactic a go. It works very well. We got the most points, most goals, most shots, fewer shots against. 8th in pass completion, but 2nd in possession to Sevilla. But we do dribble a lot, so we didn't get most tackles because we got the ball, but dribbles made, this is what I'm on about, we made the most. We had the most clean sheets, and we were only 1 behind Real Madrid for the fewest conceded. So, yeah, brilliant season. Take you through some of the transfers. We'll let a few of the youngsters go out on loan. Also, this Antony transfer went through whilst I was on holiday, I think. So, yeah, I'm not sure I'd have sold him. I'm not sure. He looks like he's got good potential. This guy looks really good. We bought him last season, I think. He's looking very good. Juan Hernandez coming along a bit. Farre coming along a bit. So I think loaning these guys out is helping their development. I think these were last season where we sold Faye and Gay. We loaned out a few more people. We sold Kabassi. I was kind of hoping, because in real life he's done very, very well for Barcelona. He just didn't really progress on this. Maybe he needed more games. Gay hasn't really progressed, and Faye is a bit better, but again, I just didn't see him getting in the team, so we let them players go. There he is, Mastantuano, whatever. God knows how you pronounce it, something like that. 15 million, brilliant signing. Go and get him if you're on the game. If you're Man United, go and get him in real life. And then we bought Drogo for 45 million. Lamine Yamal, 33 goals this season. He was pretty much playing up front as that advanced forward, as you'll see in the tactic shortly. David got 20 goals, so he did really well. Drogo with 19, Pedri was 16. De Ligt from centre-back got 15 goals, so he's obviously a beast from corners, which will be why our Argentinian lad got 28 assists. I'm guessing a lot of them was setting up De Ligt. David got 14, Drogo got 13, Gavi got 12, Balde got 11, Pedri got 10. Really, really fantastic season. Everyone playing well. We were predicted to win the league, but only just. So it's tight between us and Real Madrid. We've got 5 in the Dream 11. They've got 6. We've got Hendrick, obviously, who's coming along brilliantly. Wouldn't mind having him in our team, but we're okay. We've got some really top-class players. This is the tactic. Honestly, give it a go. Called it Barca ball, but just give it a go. I think it is the best 4-3-3 tactic I've made. Possibly the best tactic I've done this in FM24. We've got an advanced forward on attack. We've got a winger on attack, marking the left back. Inside forward on support, on stay wider, marking the right back. We've got centre mid on attack who's going to move into channels. We've got a Mazzala on support with no extra instructions. We've got a deep line playmaker on defend. Again, no extra instructions. We've got inverted wing back on support. He'll get in and kind of create a 2 with that deep line playmaker. Then we've got an inverted full back on defend. He's going to create a 3 with the centre backs when we're in possession. With a ball playing defender on cover and 1 on defend with stay wider. And then a sweeper keeper on attack. So you kind of get that 3-2-5 almost when you've got the ball. Positive mentality, play out defence, low crosses, work the ball in the box, underlap left and right, high tempo, wide. In transition, roll it out, distribute quickly, counter and counter press. Out of possession, we're a high line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often and prevent the goalie distribution. This is a brilliant tactic. Copy the pages, just set it up yourself, or get onto the Patreon page and I'll put a link to it on there. Give it a go. It'll really work very well, I think, for any team and especially top teams, as you've seen here. Thank you for making it all the way at the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Right, here we go, guys and girls. Back with the next Atletico Madrid episode. So I'm going to start you off with a little bit of gameplay. We had a comment on the last video just to show you some gameplay, let you see how this tactic kind of works. And while I'm on, please remember to like and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying the content. But as you can see, I've kind of paused it at this point because you can see we've won the ball, counter-attack, and we have kind of emptied the midfield. We've gone with about 8 people up front. The Volantes are pushed forward with the advanced forwards, and then you've got the wing-backs and the inside forwards sort of keeping that width. So we are going to struggle if we lose the ball, but because we've countered so quickly, there's only like 3 people from Real Madrid actually back marking about 5 or 6 of us there. It leads to a goal, really good goal from Lamine Yamal, but it's a very adventurous tactic. And as you can see, when we're building out from the back, this is the kind of setup we get. So you've got the 2 centre-backs creating a box with the Segundo Volantes, and then the 2 wing-backs holding the width. Then up front, you'll have the inside forwards dropping in. They're roaming from position, looking for the ball all the time. The advanced forwards are just smashing that defence back as much as they can to create space for everyone else. You can see Kimi goes down the right into Lamine Yamal, back to Diamande. So it's adventurous because we lose the ball here. Hendricks in behind the Segundo Volante, but everyone kind of, because of the high press, they all push back to try and win the ball back. We get it back without Makana, which is nice. Lamine Yamal goes all the way back to the keeper, and as you can see, there's Segundo Volantes drop back in to create that box. They'll kind of push forward more here when you're into the final third. So as you can see, we've only got 2 centre-backs back now, really, so we have left quite a big space there. But we've took 4 Real Madrid players out of the game almost. So our Segundo Volante is ahead of them, but still not in the box just yet. We've only got the 2 advanced forwards in the box, another inside forward on the right, trying to get in. Capio, our left back, with the ball, looking to whip it over, and then out of shot, you probably can't see Hakimi here, who's going to be holding his width there. And we're kind of creating overloads, that's the aim with this. So we're looking to get, it's a good goal there from Lukaku, we're looking to get the Volante inside forward, advanced forward into those channels between the centre-back and the full-back. And it just creates loads of options and their defence just can't handle it, basically. Here we go, building it up from the back. And Capio wins a penalty. This is the other thing as well, because you create so much pressure, you're putting the opposition in trouble a lot of the time. You're going to win a lot of penalties as well. You win quite a lot of free kicks. Lukaku's got a lot of goals this year, but a lot of them were through penalties. It's a good penalty there, although I'm not sure about Courtois' dive. Just kind of fell over there, didn't he? But yeah, I mean... And by the way, this is the Champions League final I'm showing you. So this year, we actually won the Champions League with this tactic. I think in total, we... I can't remember how many goals it was now. We scored 194 goals in total this year, which is just mad. That's like league and cups and everything, but it just shows how great a tactic this is. And to be fair, to do this against Real Madrid is not easy. They are probably the best team in the game at the moment, maybe alongside, you'd argue, Barcelona, Liverpool, Man City, but Barcelona on this aren't quite as good as Real Madrid, and I think Real Madrid's team is better than City's and Liverpool's at the moment. So to do this to Real Madrid is impressive. We've got a very good team now. And that's the other thing as well. Let me know in the comments if you want this save game file. I'm still playing it, obviously, so there'll be hopefully a couple more episodes, but we do get to the end of this save. Let me know if you want the save game file. I'll put it on the Patreon page and then you can have a go at it. I suppose it's a good one because there's no debt and it's really good players here. As you can see there, we've kind of not overloaded them, but got a lot of players in the box there. 4 of them in the box, so the Volantes kind of were on the edge of the box. They don't always commit into the box to try and to try and get goals. They are on support, they're not on attack, so they are a little bit more reserved, although very adventurous. But we played very well. 16 shots, 9 on target, 3.82 XG with 57% possession, 19 fouls. So we are trying to win the ball back quickly. But it's a great tactic. So take you through what we did this season. I've got the gameplay bit out the way. So these are some of the transfers we did. We loaned in Hakimi. He's coming in for 45 million. He's 29, but really good player. We're going to try and we're going to get this Klaus Stilling. I think he could be phenomenal. He's only 17. Looking at the stats he's got. We've got the offer there for 19 million. Hopefully we'll get him in. So Hakimi came in on loan. He's done very well. We'll show you some of his stats shortly. Sold a few people, so Serrano and Leverkusen 6.75 million. Calvert-Lewin, Saudi for 42 million. Ivan Toney, 20.5 million. Real San Sebastian and Rivera. Youngster went to Liverpool, didn't really come on that much, so I don't think that's too bad, although the fans weren't too happy. Lukaku came in for free. 35, I know, only for a season really that we brought him in for, but he was phenomenal. I'll show you how many goals he scored shortly. It was insane. Gibbs White came in, he was more just going to be a backup option, didn't really play, so we actually ended up loaning him out. Lukaku, 49 starts, 3 sub appearances, 61 goals with 6 assists. That is mental. I mean, I thought he'd do okay and get quite a few goals, but didn't think he'd do that well. 40 goals in 32 starts in the league. Just madness. 7.78 XG in the league. He's had probably the best season of his career, I would say there. And then Omarodian 19 goals, Gyökeres 19, Rego 17, Felix 16, Yamal 13, Kjærgaard got 10. He's not just, well, I don't think he was just playing left back, I think he's covering in those attacking positions from the bench. I guess Capia was mainly playing as our left back, I believe. So won the Spanish Cup, Super Cup, 4-2 against Barcelona. Knocked out by Barcelona in the quarter-final of the Spanish Cup, unfortunately. I've shown you the Champions League win. 4-0 against Real Madrid. Very impressive. And we won the league again. 98 points, 104 goal difference. So playing amazing. 40 goals from Lukaku, average rate 7.78. 15 assists from Rego, 13 from Hakimi, very good. Lots of yellow cards. 11 player of the matches for Lukaku. We've been the best team this season. We definitely deserve to win the league. 137 goals, only conceding 33, so that's really good. We only lost twice to Girona and Valencia. Drew with Real Madrid twice, so but we won 31 games, drew 5, lost 2. Impressive season. Obviously, we scored the most goals. We had the most shots. We had the fewest shots against. We're not in pass completion, but we're third in possession, so we are retaining the ball well. We're not in dribbles made, so it's a bit more of a passing tactic to get into the areas you need to be in. Fourth in clean sheets, but second in the goals conceded, only 5 behind Real Madrid. So the defence dropped off a little, but I think our attack's got a bit better, so it's still a very well balanced tactic. I mean, this is the tactic. Did show you in the last video, but I'll show you again now. We've got 2 advanced forwards on attack. Inside forward on support with shoot less often, roam from position and sit narrower. 2 volantes on support with shoot less often and tackle harder. We've got 2 wing backs on attack, run wide with the ball, shoot less often, stay wider and tackle harder as their extra individual instructions. We've got 2 ball playing defenders on defend with tackle harder and sweep the keeper on support, no extra instructions. With positive mentality, pass into space, play out of defence, low crosses, work the ball in the box, focus the play down left and right, overlap left and right, and we're a higher tempo. And in transition, we take short kicks, distribute the centre backs, counter and counter press. And then out of possession, we've got a higher line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often and prevent the goalie distribution. It is a very, very good tactic. Please give it a go. Let me know how you get on. Hope you enjoy it as much as I am. Now, there's a few players going to probably be leaving this summer. These are the players I'm kind of scouting as well. So if we do eventually get the Sabian fight, you'll get all my kind of scouting and stuff like that. I think we're going to bring this Axel in. He looks really good. Now, if Lukaku's going, because I think he's going to be retiring. We'll probably have a look at that shortly. So, yeah, I think we'll go for Aksoy. I need a goalie because Oblak's out of contract, but I've got 410 million. So I'm going to have a look for a goalie shortly and see what I can do. Possibly to Blue, whatever he's called there, that lad. As you can see, Kimi's going to be coming in, but Lukaku, Moldovan, Oblak, possibly Meccano, Felix, Gyökeres might get sold. We'll see. I know they're very good players for us, but 28-29, this is when we're going to get a lot of money for them potentially. Maybe Darvic, he hasn't really been playing, but I suppose it depends. If Felix goes, he might get some more game time. Maybe Gibbs White, maybe Antonio Silva, because he's played 30 games, but he's still alienated in his playing time, which is a bit strange to me. So these are the kind of players I'm probably going to be looking to move on. So it might be quite a big summer, big change for a team that's performing well. Bit of an overhaul, which might seem a bit strange, but I suppose you want to have a bit of fun with the game as well. Bring in some new players, try out some new players, and see if we can improve as well, which would be crazy considering the season we've just had with the Champions League win and the league win and scoring so many goals. Thank you for making it all the way at the end of the video, and take care. Right, here we go, guys and girls, back with another tactics video here. So we got requested to do a flat 4-4-2 tactic, which I thought was really good actually. I haven't done one, I don't think, in FM24 yet. So I started as AC Milan. I'm not sure why, I just fancied playing as them. See how we do. I will take you through the tactics shortly, but I'll just show you a bit of AC Milan. I suppose some of the youngsters here are really good actually. So I might potentially continue the AC Milan game at some point, but I am working on trying to get Barcelona debt free. That's going to be like the start of my next video, so I'll show you. Look out for that one in 3 or 4 days whenever it comes out. As you can see, we didn't really do any transfer business because it wasn't about that. These are transfers that have already come in at AC Milan. I think I sold a few people just because they were getting unhappy, and I wondered if that helped a bit. So I sold Pabega and Gabia went. This Bartasagi went, which wasn't my choice. I'm guessing that might have been like a release clause or something. But yeah, he went to PSG. He's a good player. If you're going to take over as AC Milan, I'd probably advise you keep him and see how he progresses. As you can see, runner-up in the Italian Cup, so that's not bad, although we lost 3-0 at Inter, which is disappointing. We won the Europa League, though, beating Atletico Madrid 3-0 in the final. We got knocked out of the Champions League, though, third in our group. But Leipzig, Man City, tough group to be in. And we've won the league. Yes, there's a game left to go, but 5 points clear. So we're the champions of Serie A. So this tactic works very well, and I was surprised at how good defensively it is actually. While still scoring goals, scored 84 goals, only conceded 28, only lost 2 games. Yes, we've got a game to go, but really impressive. Chukwueze and Giroud there topping the average rate, and he was playing well for us. Chukwueze, I think he's a very good player. And Giroud got injured actually, so I think he might have ended up in the top goal scorer list, but he get injured for a good chunk of the season. Yan got 19 clean sheets. That's impressive. Like I say, I wasn't expecting it to be so good defensively. And Giroud were 5 player of the matches. We've been smashing it, especially towards the end of the season. Yes, we lost that Italian Cup final. We drew an Italian semi-cup. Semi-final, sorry. We went there and beat Juventus 4-1. This is it. As you can see, it is a flat 4-4-2, so it's not like I've been playing another formation or anything. I was interested to see if this would work, to be fair. We had 16 shots, 9 on target, 2.55 XG, 53% possession, so we definitely deserve to win this game. Whilst it's loading up, please remember to like and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying this content. I hope you're enjoying the tactics. I hope you try them out, and if you do, let me know how you get on, because I'm always interested if people actually do try the tactics that I put up. And it's free to subscribe as well. It just helps me out, free to like the video, so I really do appreciate that. Musa here working his way down the right. Whipping that across to Rafa Leao. Some good players at AC Milan, so I suppose it'd be interesting to try this out at a more mid-table or even a relegation sort of predicted side. Chukwuezi's in here, smashed that past Szczesny. Could keep a Szczesny on this, especially in the first couple of seasons. But yeah, it could be work. I think it'll work for all teams really, because I think it's quite steady. It's sort of quite well balanced, this tactic. Giroud there getting a goal. Like I say, he scored a lot of goals considering he didn't play a lot of games this season through injury. Weston McKennie gets the ball back. Bit of a lucky sort of deflection there. Moretti scores. That's 3-1. We actually had a red card in this game. Chukwueze to Tomori. Lovely header. Yeah, to win 4-1 with a red card in the first half against Juventus. That's impressive, that, isn't it? Calabria got sent off in the 44th minute. And then obviously the Europa League final. 3-0 there against Atletico Madrid. Probably an even game, to be fair. So to win it 3-0 is fairly lucky. But that's the thing with this tactic as well. It doesn't give up a lot of goals. So if you can nick 1 or 2 goals in a game, chances are you're going to win. And here's the tactic. So we've got a complete forward on attack, and he's marking that defensive mid on the right. Right? No, that should be on the left. I think I will change that. So he's basically dropping in, marking in defensive mid. That target forward will drop in anyhow and kind of mark that other defensive mid if the team's got one. So that's what I was trying to create, is out of possession. They're not pressing the centre-backs too much. They're going to drop in as well, press those defensive midfielders. Maybe that's why it works quite well defensively. So the left winger on attack, he's going to mark the right back. He's going to aim at the target forward with crosses. He's running wide with the ball. Right winger, same thing. It's just he's marking the left back. So again, I'm giving them specific things to mark because there's only 2 in midfield. I don't want them to get overrun too much. We've got a box-to-box midfielder. He's on get forward. Deep line, playmaker on support with no instructions there. Inverted wing back on support, inverted full back on defence, centre back on defence, and a ball playing defender on defence with dribble more and stay wider. Because I kind of want these to make like a back 3, with the right back and the centre backs, and then the left back's going to cut in and almost be alongside Musa when we've got the ball. And then the rest of the team are pushing forward. The wingers are staying wide. You've got 3 sort of bursting in the box. That was my theory behind this kind of tactic and how I wanted it to look in game. It seemed to work. We've got a sweeper keeper on support. And again, I don't think the keeper role matters too much. I would advise sweeper keeper, but it just depends what your keeper's good at. Balance mentality, play out defence, run at defence, work the ball in the box and higher tempo, but roll it out, distribute quickly, counter and counter press. And then out of possession, we've got a high line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent the goalie distribution. The one thing I would say is, because it's a high line, you probably want quick defenders. So, if you're going out and signing anyone, I would look for those defenders that are quick, with good positioning ideally as well. But they're sometimes tough to find depending on what team you are. But yeah, I think that tactic worked very, very well. Like I say, have a go at it and let me know how you guys get on. We've got a goal difference of 56 goals with a game to go. Only conceded 28. I think that might be one of the lowest amounts I've conceded in a season. So yeah, have a go at it. Let me know how you get on. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Here we go, guys and girls, back with the next Sunderland episode. Episode 5, 7th of August. Just going to take you through some of the transfers. So, Palestri's gone out on loan there. Brought in a couple of freebies here. Kwanzaa, just a bit of cover at defence. I thought he was decent, 6'6" as well. Looks fairly decent play, only 24. And then Bruno became available on a free transfer. I thought we'd take a punt on him. I know he's 32, but I think he's still got a couple of good seasons in him. We sold a few players. I think I showed you this one in the last episode. Tommy Watson there gone for 8.25 million. We had to sell he's one of our youngsters. We had to sell Jack Clark as well last season, 30.5 million. We brought in some really good players, I think. Harvey Elliott, young English players actually, only 24. He could be fantastic for us. Max Aarons, 27, so not that young, but still a very, very good fullback. Alex Scott, 23, I think he's got fantastic potential. We also went for Adam Wharton, but unfortunately he ended up going to Arsenal, I think. So that was a bit of a shame. We brought in Anthony as well for 6 million now. Not massive wages, 66 grand a week, but I just think he's worth a punt, good cover, good squad depth, which is kind of what we were looking for. This is the tactic that we're going to be playing. We're probably going to show you the game as well. What I'm going to do as well this season is probably show you more gameplay, but we'll get into that a bit later in the video. So we've got target forward on support, 2, and he's going to mark the DM, 2 attacking midfielders on support. They're going to get further forward, move into channels and mark centre mids. 2 wingers on attack, they're going to mark the fullback. So I want to go a bit man for man marking up top just to keep it as quite a solid formation. We've got a deep line playmaker on defend. We've got all the subs are on the bench, all the sort of subs, obviously. All the new people that we brought in are on the bench. They're starting the bench. So this team was here last season. We've got 2 wing backs on support, 2 ball playing defence on defend, a sweep keeper on defend. We're balanced mentality. Play out defence, low crosses, work the ball in the box, be more disciplined, underlap left and right, and higher tempo. In transition, roll out, distribute quickly, counter and counter press. Out of possession, high line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent the goalie distribution, and step up more. This tactic works really well. You know, we're not the best team in the league. We're probably predicted mid-table, but it's a lovely tactic. Nice and balanced, does well against the big teams, does well against the lower teams. I think it's a good tactic to go at if you're struggling for what to use in your own saves. And also, please remember to like and subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the content. Like I did say, what I'm going to start to do, and feel free and, you know, put in the comments if you want to just see like the full season kind of review that I've been doing. But what I'm going to do with this save for now is just start to show you more and more gameplay and work our way through the season. So you're going to see now this game against Brentford, see how we get on. You know, I'm playing this kind of live, so it's not me going back over the season to show you how we've done. But again, you know, it's a slight tweak. I thought it might be interesting to see how it does. If this is the sort of thing you like to see. If it isn't, let me know. There'll still be videos where I'm doing tactics. I'm working on a tactic. There was a suggestion in the video a couple of videos ago about trying to use like some of the older tactics and bringing them into the Premier League now. So I'm looking at like potentially like Ajax kind of total football type tactic, creating that into one of the Premier League teams. So yeah, you'll see that fairly soon as well. So it's not just going to be the gameplay stuff, but I thought it'd be interesting to try for now, have a bit more fun, because also I don't always play all the games. I kind of skip through the season, I simulate the season a bit. Then a Euro whipping the corner in, bit random, 6'4" guy, but still, it's worked on. Ferguson said we're 1-0 up there. But yeah, I was just going to say, I don't always play all the games, so it is a switch. I'm going to try and play every game this season, and I'm really enjoying the game, to be honest. So it's fun watching this team play. It's fun trying to work out how to beat the teams. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys do too. Let's hopefully start the season well with a win against Brentford away from home. Not always the easiest fixture, but we've started well. That's the thing with this tactic as well, balanced tactic. It works well at home and away from home, to be fair. Langer trying to knock it past Hickey, but couldn't get there. He's got good pace, Langer, though. Wins it back. Ahmad into Ferguson, onto Mastantuono. Knocking it on to Savio, who's a very good player. Whips that into Ferguson. 2-0 up. 2 goals from Evan Ferguson. He'll be gunning to be top scorer this season. just missed out last 2 seasons, I think, to Haaland, which is fair enough. Possibly the best goal scorer in the world. Brentford building up here, 35th minute, and they've smashed one in there. Really good goal by Shard past Patterson. Feel like he should have possibly done better. That's something that is a question mark, you know. Should have gone out and get a goalie. We stuck with Patterson. He's a good goalie, but he's not world class, and he's not got world class potential. So that's maybe an area I need to look at. I feel like I've strengthened quite a bit in all the other areas, so possibly, we'll see. Do like Patterson, I think he's good for now. Just thinking if we want to take that next step, you know, into the kind of Europe Champions League and further if we can. Oh, that's a lovely goal. Savio again setting up Ferguson. Already got a hat-trick in this first half. 5 shots, 4 on target, 1.57 XG. About 4 shots, 1 on target, 0.89 XG. So we've had less possession, so we're kind of hitting them on the counter-attack a bit. We probably deserve to be in the lead. Maybe 3-1's a little bit generous to us. But we're a good team. We're quite a big team, actually. So we're good from set pieces. So that's just tipping it in our favour. It's Fulham going 2-0 up against Newcastle. I am recording this just before I watch the Man United Brighton game, so hopefully, as a Man United fan, we get a good result. There's another goal from a corner. Savio onto David Peters. I think he's 6'4". Our 6'4" right back, left-footed right back. And that's the thing. I might even play Aaron's on the left back. Actually, I don't think it really makes too much difference because they're inverted and not going and getting crosses input. Just seems to work. But yeah, hopefully Man United get a good result today against Brighton. That would be nice. Although Brighton are a good team, so I'm not holding out too much hope. But we'll see. Time to make some subs. 69th minute. Let's get some people their debut in a Sunderland shirt. Anthony's on. Harvey Elliott's on. Bruno Fernandes is on. We brought Max Aarons on there, right back. And Alex Scott. He can swap with Harvey Elliott. This is what we didn't have last year. Any kind of cover really off the bench. You know, we had a little bit, but it was always a drop-off from the talent that was playing in the first team. Apart from maybe we had like Echeverry on loan, who's a very good player. He offered, you know, a lot of cover. But now, with the signings we've made, hopefully some of them will break into the first team. I expect like Bruno probably will, maybe Harvey Elliott, probably Alex Scott, potentially. Aaron's as well. But they also offer great cover off the bench. So I think we've got a team that is probably a couple of those quality players short, I would guess, from being where I want to be. But it's enough cover, I think, to get through a season, to get through Europe that we've got this year. So we're in the Europa League. Yeah, as I said, we're 6'3". Lenny Yoro whipping in corners. Bit random. I'm guessing Fernandes will do that moving forward. But we started the season with a 4-1 win over Brentford. You saw the full game. Hope you enjoy that format. Thank you for making it all the way at the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.